Have you ever noticed that the person you speak to most in this world is yourself? I know I do. There is a constant conversation going on in my mind throughout the day. Sometimes it's encouraging, but if I'm honest, much of it focuses on what I don't want rather than what I want. Perhaps you can relate with this. There are some things which I say all the time without putting much thought, like it's too hot, it's too cold, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Now, these are genuine feelings, and there's nothing wrong in acknowledging them. But when I started paying attention, I realized that all of these thoughts carried a negative undertone. Day after day, I was reinforcing the same messages. Then I began to wonder if this is the conversation I'm having with myself every day and what effect it is having on my mindset and my outlook on life. The same applies to money. Many of us repeatedly say things like, I don't have enough, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. Now, whether these statements are true or not, they keep our attention focused on lack. What struck me was that I had become incredibly clear of what I didn't want. I didn't want stress. I didn't want any financial worries. I didn't want poor health. I didn't want any kind of conflict. But when someone asked me what I actually wanted, my answer was often vague. Now, that was a wake up call for me. So I decided to do this experiment. It was a simple experiment. I took a sheet of paper, I drew a line down the middle, and on one side I wrote everything I didn't want, and on the other side I wrote everything I wanted. So, for example, instead of I don't want financial stress, I wrote I want financial peace and security. Instead of I don't want to feel exhausted, I wrote I want energy, balance, and vitality. Instead of I don't want problems, I wrote I want peace, growth, and security. This exercise gave me clarity. I didn't magically change my life overnight, but it changed something very important, my focus. I'm still working on it because old habits don't disappear instantly. But little by little, I'm trying to replace my mental list of what I don't want with what I want. Perhaps that's where change begins. Not by pretending everything is perfect, but by becoming conscious of the conversation we are having with ourselves. I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried an exercise like this? Have you created your own positive list? If not, would you be willing to try?